Good afternoon or good evening, guys. It's 5 p.m. Today is December 19th, 4 days before Christmas. So let's start with the pre-market notes. So nowadays I'm on holiday break, so I'm not trading per se, right? So here and there, one micro whenever I get a chance, I trade, but it is just for my luxury. Okay. So officially my trading is done for this year, and it will begin beginning of January. So, but anyway, I will continue to post pre-market notes till almost every day, except the Christmas break time. But no Discord voice per se, pre-market voice before opening. I will do it till 22nd December, and then after that probably I will take a break, full break till 26 or 27, and then maybe 28, 29, 30th I may do pre-market voice if I have a time, in the morning, but absolutely after 9:30 no voice, nothing, I'll just take a break 100%. But anyway, so today's pre-market notes. So these are the key levels for Dow, Russell. So if Russell is trading below these levels, sellers; above, maybe some reactionary buyers, Dow below this is like 33,278, sellers, right? NQ's thick blue lines are important for buyers, and 346 yellow line and 382 are important as well, right? So remember these levels: 382, 346, thick blue lines. So thick blue lines were the profit targets, so you can see it in my chart. Those were the like sellers target, so if you short it, that's basically the max target you can aim for, probability wise. And price actually came right into the blue lines and stopped right there for today, as a low. ES also came down today to back up bias area all the way down and stop right there, So anyway, 39.42, 13.01, 72.75 are important levels, right? So remember these levels also. Today it's all about levels. So if price gaps up, right? So here is the story. If price gap up, right? So yesterday's close was around this area, 74 or so. So if price opens above 74, which is gap up, right? Then most likely it will fill the gap, right? So wherever it opens, it will come back to 74. Which was also Globex low. Equal to trip back to Globex low is possible. See that? And if you want to see some and then you want to see what? Some intraday chop once price gets to Globex low, then eventually a break below Globex low towards the end of the day, right? And closing lower, right? So overall the summary is fill the gap, break the Globex low, and close lower, right? And I was thinking towards the end of the day, right? So this is what I want to see for sellers. So if price is doing this activity, right, during the day, then at least you will know that it's likely end of the day closing lower and sellers are actives, right? If buyers are there, then I want to see price going above 13, 18 area and holds it, right? That did not happen, correct? And then 397, 350 are dream numbers, right? So there was a very good pre-market trade from dream number to dream number, 397 to 350, which I took it, in the before open. So but anyway, so here that was my trade right there. I put it in Discord also, around same time. You can see it here. See that? Right there, 758, dream to dream possibility, either before open, after open, right? And then here before open equal to now, right, which is around 803, or after open later after 9:30, right? NQ as a pending target. See, this is at 8 o'clock. NQ as a pending target for those thick blue lines. So I guess it may go there in the next 2 days in case of a downside, right, including today. So these are the thick blue lines. See that? And where I typed it right here, look, NQ is right into this blue line. It went through this, a heavy chop here, finally gave up, went to the next blue line, it held it here and then bounced, and then it paused right here into this area close to this blue line. See that? So but anyway, so Okay, so now, so that was 397 trade, right? 397 dotted line, dream number to 350 dream number, dream number to dream number, right? And then here I started the pre-market voice at 9 o'clock, right? So in the voice we discussed couple of scenarios, like what I want to see in terms of, you know, how opening price I want to see, you know, like, so we discussed scenarios like ES going higher, you know, or NQ slice through this area, or NQ holds this area because it's a yellow line and dream number, right, and then go higher. And then, you know, the overall idea is to stick with short, but how price goes up, if it goes up you want to see a bearish disconnect. If it slices through it, you already know that sellers are active because they slice through the preferred buyers area right of the open, you know. So at least NQ has a sign that yes, it slides through, it opened right at 3 dream number, and yellow line was 346, 382. Those were the areas we discussed here. 346 yellow line, thick blue lines, and 382 important, right? So 346, 382, and thick blue lines important. So at least you know these three levels are important. So price came from 397, right, sliced through 382, first sign, right, that sellers could be active. It came to 350, pause here, so maybe some buyers are here, but then this VWAP held, then at the open slice through it. See, this is the last line for sellers, right, because now these are the target lines, correct? Oh sorry, these are the line for buyers. Once it goes through it, right, you can trade right here at the pullback. Once it goes through here, there was a random bounce, right? Remember we discussed also in Discord that random bounce equal to future short opportunity, right? So hold on, so where is it? Let me find out my Discord, you know. Hold on, so I'm just trying to find the Discord stuff, you know. Here, see, this was around 9:34, right? So before, even right around here. So here I saw these things, right, that price was coming here and it hesitating it right here, right, and ES was unable to break below this 72, right, it was right here in the first 5 minutes. So I typed it here, see that if random bounce in NQ, which is this random bounce, it's supposed to come here actually, you know, then bounce, equal to future short opportunity higher up to target that random bounce low. So higher up opportunity short, target this random bounce low or this, you know. So hold on guys. Okay, so I got a phone call, so I had to pause the video. So now I forgot where I was. Okay, so yeah, so random bounce, right, future short opportunity higher up, right? So that was your opportunity, right, random bounce and testing the preferred buyers area, turning into R, right? When you see this, AD is going down of the open, right? All these things, momentum is below zero line now, correct? Gap is already filled here, right? Most likely it will go towards the Globex low, all these things, right? So now this was a pullback, right? So you have to short it here, right? Stop is has to be right above it, right? ES, you can also do the same thing, 80, 85, you know, this area. So ES short was little bit risky. See, NQ you can, from here to here you can get some points. ES, since it was right in this area, right? See, here it says break below sellers beginning, right? And it was also aggressive buyers area. Since ES bounced from it in one candle like this, right, it could have gone little bit higher too, you know, like into the here or here. So but since NQ bounced randomly, right, at least it will come back lower to retest this. By that time ES may just, you know, go a little bit here and then pause, right? So ES you don't have that much visibility, right? Because this was a key area, Globex low, right? So whoever shorted it here, they might have taken a profit here also. But when it bounced back up, so you have to see here it touched this mid VWAP both, right? And so those are the only things you had, and also it was kind of a double top here, right? But then here AD was little bit rising, so there was no divergence or anything, right? The bearish disconnect was there. If you look at NYSE AD, there was a bearish disconnect, right? with double top, you can short right here, which is this using this confluence, right? But then S&P 80 was not in a bearish disconnect mode, so it comes with the risk. That's why it's supposed to be a different arrow here. Actually, this arrow should be different arrow, so it comes with the risk actually, compared to NQ's trade. So ES, you have to let it go, you have to wait for the breakdown, and then in Discord I said if it breaks down below 74 by few points, then 80-85 area will act as the resistance. Then look for an opportunity short there, right? So when price went through like this, right, by the time NQ already went to this lower area, it sliced through this area, right? So while you are managing your NQ trade, either you took a profit here, doesn't matter. But when ES broke down, now ES wants to go lower, right? So let me see if I can pull out that. Hold on. Okay, so let me pull it out here. See, I found out. So here, if here if ES goes through 74 and down, right? So here 74 and down, then 77 or 82 will become R, right? So when it went down, now 77, which is here, or 82, which is this area, right, becomes R, right? So you can short here. Now you have a confluence also, and you have information that price gave you right before that hey, now we had a breakdown. Now pre-market note says that here also it says below sellers beginning. Pre-market notes also says that below Globex low I want to see closing lower towards and then chop, right, which is this, right? So after break below you will see this chop, right? So it's expected chop, but then closing has to be lower, right? And NQ already here close to this blue line, most likely it will fall into this blue line. So NQ has some room to go down also, right? So ES backup buyers area is this. So ES also has the room to go down, correct? But this chop was expected. But at least from here, if you short, at least you can go back, trip down to here, right? And then you can expect chop. So by the time first hour was over, right, and price basically went through the first hour low, which is here, right? So here you take a profit. Why? Because of NQ touched the blue line here. See, NQ, there is a trade here also, along with ES around 1025, which is this area, right? So when ES shorted ES, NQ bounce also, right? So you can short NQ also with it. Only problem with the NQ this time, see, there is a different arrow here. ES has a good arrow, NQ has a different arrow. See that? Like little bit of gray area trade, See here, NQ has a nice arrow, good trade. ES has a different arrow because conditions was not there, ideal. See here ES has ideal condition, but NQ did not have a condition, right? Because NQ bounced randomly from rejection from 300 area just because of ES. So because of ES you can short NQ. Anyway NQ was weak, you already know now, right? So or you wait for a confirmation. So like when NQ went below this intraday VWAP, right, and below this 275 blue line, then you can short NQ, little bit more confirm idea, and then you can target this blue line. So when ES NQ reach this blue line, right, around 11 o'clock, you can bail out ES also together with it, right? Now the job is what? To see whether it holds. Either it gives you a failed breakdown of preferred buyers, but still you cannot go long now, right? Longs are only allowed about this area. Or it gets a rejection from this first hour low, right, and break below this, then it will go here, next area, right? And NQ probably go to this next line, next blue line, right, which is also end of day bounce area. See that? Here also I put it end of day bounce area, right? This comment I put it later on. When price was coming down, I said this could be the bounce area, and you can see it. Price held it, and then bounce. See that? So because that was a max potential for the day, that is what I put it in Discord, that ES 38.29 or 19 to this max area. So when NQ got to the max, ES was close enough, backup buy area, close enough, so you can consider this as the max for the day, right? So but here before that, when there is a chop, it was expected, but here in this chop, you can see it, momentum was holding below zero line most of the time, right? AD was also holding lower, right? Trending down, at least it was not trending higher. So, and you can see multiple rejection here, see that, here, right? So you are watching it, right? Ultimately you want to break below this area, because 50 is options number, people may buy it here at 3850 round number just because it's options number, so you have to wait for it to clear out, right? So here I give you a different arrow also, right? Because it was first of a low. Once it is broken, people may use to defend that, right? So that's why it's a different arrow. But we have to wait, since NQ was coming off from the blue line, you can't short ES at that time, right? Then it just balance, nothing was changed, there were no buyers here actually. It was just some random guys, I would say, because there was no strength here, right? Then it broke down. That is what we were waiting for, right? So hold on. So right here, when it broke down, retest this area, you short, because look at momentum was completely zero below, right? Which was around 1354, right? So NQ was around right here, 1354. See that? So NQ also had this balance. See this low, right? NQ sliced through all of them, and then light side pullback there, you short both of them. Now, because this is also below blue line, right? So now you have a target from this yellow line or blue line, which is this your target. See that? And ES you can target this area, right? Then when you see this chop, right, and you see that it's close to the maximum area for the day potential, right? And here also NQ is like refusing to go down below this blue line, right? And in Discord at that time I said 139, or to 150 to 113, it's a max area for the today, So when you see these things, right, there was a long setup also, you can take it, it comes with the risk though, but it's a logical thing that hey, price first of all I was expecting price to bounce off the open, right, somewhere here and then come down. So it did not do that, right? Price did not do that. And right of the open it just tank, correct? Internals were not actually liquidation kind. So price will close lower end, but doesn't mean it will not get bounce, because considering this thick blue line, right, these are the like greatest line, like super powerful lines, along with the pink lines, pink bold lines and pink and blue thick lines are powerful areas. They will respond. Those lines will respond by few points at least, especially in this exhaust when the price is getting exhausted into it, So that's why. So actually, let me show you. So I took this trade, see these things when it was first time coming here, right? I put the note in Discord, end of day bounce area, right? It was around 144 at that time. So I was working outside, when I saw this thing. So I came upstairs, and then by the time I came upstairs, price was trading around 150, right? So look at this. So here is where I typed it, and then there were some notes also there. So then when I came here, I just put sim account trade, because I was done trading, but I knew the area was very good, so I took the trade here at 155 or 115, right in the middle, and then anytime so my actual entry area was 139, but it didn't get there, so I entered it here, right? And then I entered it again and again, I put like couple of contracts here, like 1 2 3 4, then finally, and 163 was yellow line. See, it was getting rejection here, so I knew that yellow line will hold it price for a while. Eventually, the blue line is powerful than yellow line, so it will go through it, So finally here, it came down right here, 139. So I added 2 more contract here, and here there is a note also says that same thing. So I don't know how can I zoom it, but here you can see that. Supposed to be 139 entry, right? And added 2 more at 139, suppose the original entry, right? So here man, this is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, so I entered it here also, 2 more added it, right? And then I held it. My stop loss was here, lower, okay? And then if price even comes down here, I was planning to add 1 more, because I know intraday, price may go through the blue lines, but eventually it will come back up. I was planning to even hold it till overnight, because this was my target, 179, and 184, because I was expecting price to go up to 190. So you can see it here, actually here 190, this is 190, this is 184, 179, right? So total 5 contract and 6 contract I had it, right? So but anyway, so and then here it filled the target, see that? So that was this entry, right? Now there was another entry, that right here. So when price was here, I said 245 to 250 random bounce possibility, okay? So which was close to this area, right? And you can see it, price even sliced through 245, but then bounce happened, right? So that is what I typed in Discord, and that was this trade was for. See, first time when it came down, I took this trade here, okay? Then it even went against me, right? But I was waiting, I was looking at ES was not that down, it was into support, I think somewhere around in this area, in this job. So I let it go, then it went higher, right? So my target was here, so but due to this going against me, I didn't like that, right? But anyway, I was expecting the bounce anyway up to here, so it came up here, then the way it came down, straight down, right? And then it's, so right here, it bounced, right? So I put one more contract right here at the same level, right? Now I'm expecting this area to hit ideally, but since because of this move, it can capture, bring some more sellers, because of this fighting here. So that's why I built out right here around 170, 167 or something, 247 or something. But anyway, that was this trade. See, this move I captured it, right? And then I closed the Discord, and then I went outside, so I didn't even trade these things after that. But anyway, and then I came back later and I took this trade. So that's how it is today. Now tomorrow is the key. You want to see whether price is staying below this blue line or staying above, going above the blue line, and then staying below this yellow line or going above it. That is the key for tomorrow. ES has a room to come down here, at least. So we'll see overnight, whether it makes this as a Globex low, this as a Globex low tonight, or lower. That is the key, and that will give us some clue for tomorrow's trading. That be all for today.